My name is Mike Corbin with the American Towman Spirit Ride. I want to thank Dan's Towing and Ace Towing for organizing the Spirit Ride today. I also want to thank all first responders who made it here and those from the media who came. Thank you. Spirit Ride Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit, and the home-based command team plays a critical role in organizing the rides, promoting them to the media. My wife Ilse and I comprise the road team, and the operation relies on the generosity of those who show up to participate at these ceremonies. So we hope today's ceremony will move you to contribute. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken Watkins. I'm the fire chief here in Grand Junction. I'd like to just say a few points about this event that we're at today. Spirit Ride's mission is to raise public awareness of the Move Over law as it journeys in honor of fallen first responders. Since the ride began last year, it has generated media coverage across America through TV, radio, newspaper, internet, and social media, carrying its message to millions who get behind the wheel. Today, we call out to all motorists, give us room to work. It's almost like comparing a regular job for a person in an office at a desk or standing at a workbench if they were working with their back at the edge of a cliff with no safety net below. While on the highway, the safety net for first responders is the Move Over law, when obeyed, that is. This law requires motorists approaching emergency vehicles with flashing lights to slow down and move over one lane. Yet according to the National Safety Commission, 71% of Americans have not even heard of the Move Over law. The Spirit Ride draws attention to the dangers faced on the highways by the men and women of the police, fire, emergency medical, and towing services. Hundreds of casualties a year are the result of cars and trucks passing too close, only inches from where work is being done on the shoulders and the closed-off lanes of the highway. Highway workers of the Department of Transportation, utility, and sanitation workers are also being struck. On average, there are 100 fatalities annually among first responders, and 60% of those are from tow operators. Right now, Mike Corbin would like to play a song for all first responders.
Before I do that, I would like you all to please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, which I forgot. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bless the Spirit Rider. Bless the Spirit Rider. Bless the Spirit Rider. Bless the heart of gold. Bless the Spirit Rider. Precious cargo. Can't you see him rise in the morning out the door when the kids are dreaming, in the side of the shades in the rear view, 'cause the lady kisses the wife too. Through the veins the pistons pound, through the rains, through the towns, toward the sky red moons raise. See them ride through the haze. God, shine your light this way. Slow down, live the day. winds that blow. Bless the spirit riders where they may go. Can't you see them rise when the dawn breaks? Hear them groaning, whatever it takes. The road's behind till the grit no glory. The bells toll, we sing their story. Through the veins, the pistons pound. Through the rains, through the towns. Toward the sky, red ones raise. See them ride through the haze. God, shine your light this way. Slow down, live the day. Bless the spirit rider. God bless the spirit rider. Thank you.
I'm Robert Babcock. I'm the Deputy Chief Chaplain for the Colorado State Patrol. We're here to pay tribute to the men and women who worked among us, who did not make it home, who didn't return. We choose to honor them by remembering their sacrifice and by doing what we can to protect the work and the white line. Will you please stand for a ceremonial blessing and repeat after me? God bless our fallen brothers and sisters. God bless our fallen fathers and mothers. God bless our fallen sons and daughters. God bless the road on the other side. Through the clouds beyond. Have faith, their spirit ride. Before we have a moment of silence, I'd like to quote a passage from the Bible. It's one that I feel is very fitting to this occasion and to all the people who work the highways and the byways of this great state. John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. At no point do any one of you get up and get out of bed with this thought on your mind. But you know, every time you go out, it could be your last time. That's why I feel this passage is so applicable, because not only do you get up and go out, but you know what could happen. Let's hold a moment of silence for our fallen comrades. Thank you.
My name is Kim Hopshite. This is my husband Jay, and of Dan's Towing, and this is Matt with Ace Towing. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and contributing to the American Spirit Ride. We call the ceremonial casket that will be riding with us today Spirit. The scenes painted on the Spirit are by record artist Cecil Burrows. It represents all the first responders and the perils of the roadways. One symbolic scene shows a tow operator with a hook in hand, carrying the world on his back with cars whizzing by. Another painting depicts a state trooper standing near a wrecker during a recovery, and there's a truck bearing down on his back on the highway. On the lid of the casket, there's a scene that shows representatives of police, fire, EMS, and towing, all standing together before their emergency service vehicles, looking solemnly down upon their shadows. Spirit has a color scheme that represents patriotism and tragedy. On one end, a likeness of the American flag with red, white, and white stripes and faded stars. On the other end, red, white, and blue bars. The red symbolizes the blood sacrificed, the white, the spirit of those fallen, and blue, the lost to family. Now I'd like to read the ceremonial verse. It's called "The Spirit's Among Us." You cannot see the Spirit, neither can you see the wind, but yet you see it. The branches sway and feathers flap. The leaves dance over the grass. You cannot see the Spirit, neither can you see the soul, but yet you see it. You see it in one's rush to an unsafe scene, in an act that does not perish. You cannot see spirits, nor this day will you see them ride, but yet you will see them. Among all of us gathering at this place, you will see those who called us here. And now Mike Corbin will sing the Spirit Ride anthem.
Night they went out again. Whenever chaos and peril, wherever strangers broke down, their fate was up to those on call when they came around. The wreck's blood, the needless pain, the men in blue will tell. Each time a tall man steps on the road, puts his boots in hell. Specters passing metal shells, the window trucks slap their face. An eerie spirit flies in the air, wings in black lace. God bless our fallen brothers, to them we raise the cry, booms in the sky. Who sign up to die, there are those who feel the flame. Towman dance on a high wire, at risk just the same. Like astronauts, they know the score, still they're quick to take the call. They only ask one thing, if it comes, just put us on the wall. These first responders working on the line, they sacrifice it all. God bless our fallen fathers, to them we raise the cry, booms in the sky. Boats ship up to foreign lands, open one eye through the night, watch for desert bands while we turn off the light. There is no safe haven, an ambush haunts these roads, and a monster truck comes barreling by, and the sun explodes. God bless our sons and daughters, their bravery never dies, booms in the sky. And God bless these unsung warriors, we thank their fearless eye, booms in the sky, booms in the sky, booms in the sky. Thank you. I now raise the ceremonial baton. The passing of this baton represents the collective efforts of the Spirit Ride. By turning over the baton, you will hear beads cascading down, sounding something like the whoosh of a passing car that represents a moment in time that cannot be taken back. On one end are the words, "Respect the peril, make it home tonight."
Good afternoon. I'm Dan Chermock, trooper with the Colorado State Patrol. It takes a great collective effort to adjust the driving habits of a nation. This is but one leg of the ride that began on June 1st of 2017 in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Last year, Spirit relayed 140 cities, large and small, across America. Just as you passed around the ceremonial baton, the Spirit casket has crisscrossed the nation, routing through thousands of municipalities. When the ride ends this year, Spirit will have relayed 300 cities, an escort of some 10,000 tow trucks, emergency vehicles, EMS vehicles, and police vehicles. We're all players in a grand journey, unique to our nation's history. This is a grassroots campaign never seen before, involving the 4 branches of emergency services. For those of us who play the role of recovery and road clearance, the Spirit Ride is the greatest towing project since the first tow truck was invented 100 years ago. At roadway incidents, we all rely on each other's expertise and dedication. We have seen the consequences when our workplace on the roadside is not respected. We're being injured, maimed, or even killed. So we have mobilized. We rely on today that extra measure of devotion of each of us as we ride together to spur the change that will save the lives. And now, Mike. What's that? Okay. And I would like to introduce our special guest speaker, Major David Aldridge, District 4 Commander of your Colorado State Patrol.
Thank you. As I was asked to speak here today, I started to write down some things, and then as I thought about it more, I thought it would be better to speak from my heart, from my own personal experiences. Sir Robert Peel in 1829 wrote the 9 principles for law enforcement. One of those principles states that the police are the public and the public are the police. And in this case, I'd like to steal from him a little bit, plagiarize if you will, that all the folks that you see standing up here today are the public. We are you, you are us. You have a role to play in any incident that you see on the roadway, whether it be from a traffic stop to a crash or to maintenance being done on the roadway. You have a role to play. That role is to take control of your vehicle, be alert, give us room to work, move over and give us that space that we need to do our jobs. You have a role to play in that incident. In this case, you are the first responder just as much as we are. You take a role in that activity. Speaking from personal experience, I've been doing this job for 20 years. I've had 5 patrol cars totaled out from underneath of me while I sat on the side of the road with my emergency lights going, trying to take some kind of action, either on a crash or on a traffic stop. These are traumatic instances, and I'm lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones who got to walk away fairly unharmed from all those incidents. Trooper Donahue from the Colorado State Patrol was not so lucky. And I had to stand in his driveway and escort his widow and his 2 daughters to his funeral. And I don't wish to do that again. CDOT employee Nolan Olson was killed earlier this year in the south part of the state. Again, out doing his job in a construction zone, and was run over while he was trying to fix the infrastructure of our state to make it a safe and positive place for us to travel. Just last week, Matthew Manzi from Ohio, an officer, was out making a traffic stop. Party had a warrant. He was making a contact to take that party into custody, and a driver ran him down and then fled the scene and had to be tracked down by other officers later that evening. He is not going home. His son was sitting at home waiting for him. His father, Officer Manzi's father, had to go to the house to tell his son that his dad was not coming home. This happens way too many times around the country. Scores of people, scores of your relatives, your community members, your loved ones are unceremoniously mowed down on the highways every year. And for no other reason other than not paying attention, wanting to rubberneck and look at the crash, see what's going on, being irritated that the construction zone was so long and that you got delayed by 2 or 3 minutes. Lives are lost. So I implore everybody who hears this today to understand that you are part of this. You are just as much of a part of this as we are. We're the ones standing out on the side of the road, but the only ones who can fix this are you. And so with that, I ask for your assistance in making sure that all these men and women up here, from all these agencies, from these tow companies, from CDOT, and everybody else who's on the roadways, because that's where we have to be, get home to their loved ones safely. Thank you.
American Towman Magazine, along with Dan's Towing and Ace Towing, salute all here today who responded to this call and to this cause. We salute you for being Spirit Riders. The Riders co-founder, BA Products, and the scores of sponsors supporting this nonprofit project, thank you. For those interested in supporting the Spirit Ride through a financial contribution, you may donate now at the cash box here on the sign-up table. You may also contribute by purchasing Spirit Ride hats, patches, lapel pins, and music CDs. All of the proceeds go to the Spirit Ride. If you have not done so yet, please sign the registry book and get your official Spirit Ride lapel pin, courtesy of American Towman. The procession will leave from here. We will head 25 Road south to West Pinion Ave. We'll take a right on Pinion Avenue and go to 25 Road. We'll take a left on 25 to I-70B, and then we will merge onto I-70. We'll go west on I-70 to exit 164 in Green River, Utah, where we will take a right on Main Street. We will be meeting S&S Towing at the John Wesley Powell River History Museum to make the casket relay transfer. Everyone is welcome to join us on that relay or even part of that relay. We know so much of you have got other things you need to do, but we would appreciate all the support we can get. I would like to personally thank these folks behind me who volunteered to come out and help bring this awareness around. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. American Towman Magazine thanks you. My wife, Ilse, and I thank you for being here. Before everyone leaves, we want to try to I'm going to move the guitar and the microphone, and we want to get everybody in around the casket for a group picture.
Bless the Spirit Rider. Bless the Spirit Rider. the heart of gold. Bless the spirit rider, his precious cargo. Can you see him rise in the morning, out the door when the kids are dreaming? In the saddle he shaves in the rear view, guns the lady, he kisses the wife too. Through the veins the pistons found, through the rain, through the town, toward the sky ripples raised. See him ride through the haze, God shine the light this way. Slow down, live the day. Bless the spirit riders, bless the winds that blow. Bless the spirit riders, wherever they may go. Can you see them rise when the dawn breaks? Hear them groan, whatever it takes. The roads behind tell of grit, no glory.